thought she could find a better king than you because she was willing to work with you. But I don't think that you were willing to work with her because you have your mind set on the seven queen.
I was willing to do anything for that woman, and
No, no, no,
I
no, 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 no,
personally,
no, no.
I personally think, again, just my 2 cents. I think social media had a lot to do with Shanice leaving. That's just like my 2 cents.
Absolutely, and it should because I agree
What?
because it's like what I just said, Sean. It's like you have so many people telling you that you're worthy of so much more than what you're selling for, and I already don't want this. So these people are basically reconfirming what I already know and what I already feel. So she left because so many people were breathing life into her, were speaking life into her. Um, I want to read something to you real quick. It's called Special Me. Have you ever heard of Special Me? Okay. Special Me is an acronym. I'm going to go through it really quick. It says, sense of self-important, preoccupation with power, beauty, or success, entitled, can only be around special people of importance, interpersonally, exploitative for their own gain, arrogant, lack empathy, must be admired and envious of others or believe that others are envious of them. These are, Special Me is like a breakdown. Where he going? Of a narcissistic personality disorder that I believe that you have, Sean. I believe that you have a narcissistic personality disorder. And the reason I believe this is
Hold on.
because
Here's the only problem with that. Narcissists don't take responsibility, and I sit up here and tell you guys that me and Shanice not being together is completely my fault. And not only am I saying that, but I actually mean it, and I really learned a lot. So narcissists.
I hear you saying that, and I was gonna point that out too.
Narcissist traits, sure, I'm sure you can like see that, but at the end of the day, like you guys are gonna say whatever you guys like want to say. I just don't think that that's like true at all.
Well, okay. Well, okay, whatever. If people have like the same perception of you, Sean, then I think you should listen to what people are saying. But you don't take accountability, and when you do, it's like you don't do anything to change it. So when you say, well, I could be better, I could have did something different. I did go to the
Respectfully, do you know how many conversations I had with Shanice? Do you know how many hours I talked to Shanice? Like, do you know what went on behind the scenes?
I don't know what went on behind the scenes, but somebody else just
How
got on
can
here and said they
how
didn't
can
know
you
what was
how can
going
we
on behind the
say
scenes, and
how
you
can you
said, well, we be on the live, so we should know what's going on.
but how
I
can you
think
say
that
that?
I be on here
Hold on.
enough.
You literally have already said when you first came on here you don't believe a word that I say. So there's nothing I can say to convince you.
Well, no, Sean, I was kidding. Don't take that personal. I
I don't
believe
take
some of
anything
what
you
you
guys.
say.
I don't take anything you guys say as personal. I'm just like pointing out what you said. So I mean, if you want to like label me as like a narcissist, and you can go ahead and do that.
But see, this is the thing. You didn't let me finish
Go
talking.
ahead. Go ahead. Do you think? Go ahead. Do you think? You're right.
What I was trying to do was create some type of silver lining here, because how I learned about the Special Me thing, I kept it in my notes, is I was looking up the definition of a narcissist for somebody I was dealing with, and I was like, damn, this sound like me. So as I'm listening to you, I'm like, damn, this sound like you, like the sense of self-importance. Sean T. Adams, the one with the blue check. Ego, ego, ego. And tonight I want to commend you because this is the first night I've watched one of your lives, and
Hold on.
I've seen.
So saying my name
It's
is
not just that. It's not just that, Sean. That's
right.
just what put the icing on the cake.
Here's the thing. People, when you this is why I think it's so funny. This is how you know I'm legit. People make fake pages of me, and people have gotten scammed by fake pages with the little, what did they say, forex and crypto little stuff. Like I don't know what they be saying or how people fall for that. But people make fake pages with me, which is the only reason why I'm saying that. So it's not because I think I'm so cool.
Well, that's not
There's
like the
20.
only thing. That's not the only egotistical thing that you've done, Sean. Like your whole, it's not offensive. Like, don't be offended by what I'm saying. I just told you that I'm telling you these things because I feel like we could relate there. We cool. But I think that your issue with women is not with women. Like, you can go get the 7 women that you're looking for, but your issue is with you. Like, until you heal the things like from your mother and all those things that going on internally, you're not going to be able to be the man, that the king that you think you can be to anybody, because you can't even be that to yourself. And I said this before. I told you the last time I was on this live, I said Shanice gonna leave your ass. Did I not say that when you told everybody to go buy my book? Which,
I think
thank you for that.
anybody with a 30-foot pole could have saw that coming a mile away. So the only person who couldn't see it was me, and it's because my nose is so big and it was right under my nose. I couldn't see past it. So that's the only reason why.
No,
I was
you
like late
could
to
not see it because
that's the
you
only
are
reason.
too blinded.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. That's
You
the only
are
reason why I
too
was late.
blinded by your own
Hold
ego.
on. That's the only reason why I was late to the party on that. So like you're right, but like at the end of the day, you don't really know me. You don't know how much self-love I do. You don't know what I go through. You don't know what my discipline is like. You don't know what my motivation is like. You don't know what my self-development is like. So I appreciate you saying that, and I agree with you. I have a lot of work to do, but I'm on that
Shan,
path.
and I'm not taking that away from you. And I really wish you stopped getting defensive about what I'm saying. I'm
I'm
not
not getting
saying
defensive at
anything bad.
all.
I can tell.
I literally am agreeing with you. How am I getting defensive by agreeing with you? I
Because
literally
like
said I agree with you.
because just listen, and this is what you do in
Bro.
your relationships. You just said you don't know my discipline, you don't know this, you don't know that, you don't know the work that I'm putting in to be better. Is basically what you're saying. So you're basically saying you don't know me to judge me, and I'm telling you that
No.
I see you.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You
I
don't
don't
know
have
me to
to
judge me.
know. I don't have to know your workout routine, this, and that, to know that you lack accountability, because I see that you lack accountability on these lives. I don't have to know what you do day in and day out, because I know when you get on here, you lack basic values. So this is not like to tear you apart, but it is what it is. Like, there are only but so many type of people.
So we just broke up, right? We had a breakup, and I literally said that it was my fault, and I failed as a man, and I failed as a leader. How is that me? How is that not me taking accountability?
Because you still got your ass on here and said that you instead of going to do the work to heal, that this wasn't the breaking point for you. You still looking for the 7 queens that they gonna leave your ass to. Only one probably gonna stick by you is Olivia, and that's till she get about 25, or run up her some money, she probably leave. But nobody's gonna put up with this version of Shan. And I really do believe that you have potential to be a great man. Like, underneath all the trauma that you're trying to hide, I think
Y'all
it's
don't
there.
know him. He is a great man. Y'all
He
really
is a great man to you, Olivia, because he's the only man that you've known.
people that actually know him, he is a great man.
I think he is a great man too, and that's why I'm telling him this. If I didn't think he was a great man, I'd be telling him all the time.
What are you
That's
telling
cool.
me? Go ahead. Could you say it succinctly? What exactly are you telling me? Go ahead.
Well, in a nutshell, I'm telling you that the potential that you have, like the person that you see yourself being, is not going to come from the women that you think, this kingdom that you think about building, is going to come from you actually putting in the work to be better. I'm telling you that you have a narcissistic personality disorder that you probably need to go get checked out. And this is not passing judgment. These are facts. Like, you really do. And I don't know why just from the special meat thing you didn't put that together, because even when you're talking about like your desire for success is like so big, right? And that's so commendable. I love that about you, which is really one of the reasons why you on my good side, because I'm like, he really, he be trying to get his shit. But I think that there's a difference between being ambitious and a difference between trying to prove that you aren't who people have always perceived you as. I feel like your desire to make it comes from being rejected. And that's why you have like this strong desire to show people, because even when you was on the lives, even when people be talking shit about you on the lives, and that time you was like, I'm gonna show y'all ass, I'm gonna build the kingdom, I'm gonna do this shit, fuck y'all. Like, you don't remember that?
Yeah. Tell me what is a problem with being motivated by somebody that does?
Listen, I don't think there's anything with being motivated. It's what fuels your motivation.
What's wrong?
That's
Okay,
the
what's
difference.
wrong? Hold on. What's wrong with taking pain, taking rejection, taking whatever you're saying and using it as motivation. Tell me what's wrong with
It's
that.
when you take that pain and that that rejection and all that, and you try to take it with you, Sean. What I'm saying, so one thing that I just pointed out is the fact this whole live, I haven't seen much of your ego. And this whole time I've been like, I'm so proud of him. Like, I feel like Shanice leaving was good because it kind of broke sense. Like, I don't think it broke you to the point that maybe you need to be, but it brought you to a state of humility because you never thought that girl would leave. And you said that it was right under your nose, and you never thought it was well, surprise, she go. See, and that humbled you in a sense. So what I'm saying is, if you stay in this place of humility that, hey, maybe I'm not all that, maybe I do need to change, maybe I am a bit narcissistic, there's room to grow, there's room to become this better man that you envision yourself being. But it's not going to be by multiple women. Like, it's
Yeah,
not going to
I,
be
I agree with
somebody
what
in
you're
that
saying. I
chair.
agree with what you're saying. I think you think that I get my validation from having women, and I don't. Like, I get my validation from the work that I put into my craft, and I'm gonna make what was a weakness of mine into a strength, and just become one of the highest character guys that like people know. As far as me being humble,
Never.
that's never gonna happen. I'm still always gonna be confident in myself. Will I have slices of?
You don't have to
Hold
be.
on,
See,
hold
that,
on,
wait,
hold on, hold on, hold on,
because
hold
now
on,
you're
hold
mixing
on.
up my words,
All
King.
right.
Wait.
Just let me know
Olivia,
when it's my turn to talk.
go ahead, Sean.
All right. I don't think I'm going to be like humble at all. Will I say that I have a lot of room for improvement? Absolutely. And to your point, who wouldn't being rejected and being looked over? Who that hurts to everybody. Rejection hurts to everybody, and I personally
Absolutely.
I don't see anything wrong with using that as fuel or motivation. So that's that.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is in being humble and having humility, I'm
I
not
will never
saying
be humble.
that you have to be small. And this is a word that God gave me, that I don't need you to be small. I just need you to be small enough for me to use you, small enough to grow. See, it's in ego that you lose yourself when you think that you all that, just like you just said, you just lost this girl because you didn't think that you would lose her. So imagine how much more losses you're going to take before you realize the problem is me and my thought process. You talk so much about mindset, but your mindset needs some tuning.
I agree with that. I've been saying that this whole life.
But that doesn't make him a narcissist.
I've been saying it the whole life that I got a lot of growth. I
Olivia.
got a lot of growth too. I got a lot of
Olivia.
everything.
Oh
So
my
we
God.
agree.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, Olivia, I wanted to ask you, well, the people keep asking, are you pregnant? I don't think you're pregnant, so I'm not going to ask that. But I did want to ask you, wait, I wrote this down. Oh my gosh, no, I wanted to point this out too. So you keep saying like shitty leader, shitty leader. That stood out to me too this live. And I was like, why the fuck do he keep saying shitty leader? Like, what's the difference to you between like being a shitty leader? Well, what do you mean when you say you were a shitty leader for Shanice?
A true leader thinks about and takes into consideration the wants and needs of the people that he's leading. And I feel like a relationship is a place where two people go to give, not take. And I think I should have just been doing a lot more giving to Shanice. And
Yeah, but this not a relationship with two people. This was three of
yeah,
y'all.
actually it
Sprinkle,
is.
sprinkle.
Actually, it is sprinkle, sprinkle. It is because she it's a poly B relationship, which means they're two individual relationships. So I just think I should have poured more into Shanice and given her more nourishment. That's all.
So wouldn't you say that you should have been a better partner so that you could be a better leader? A better leader, like, I don't know, Sean. You know, honestly, I really just wanted to get on here to plant that seed that I really think you have potential to be a great man. Like, all the questions and shit, I don't really have a lot of questions because I kind of put together how this is going to go. But I really pray that you really heal, because I think like under all of this, like, you really are a great man. And Olivia, it's not going to be with you. It ain't gonna be with your ass. I'm just playing, Olivia. It might be you. Who knows? But I really think Shan, that you really have a lot of potential, bro. And that's really what I got on here to say. I waited all night to say that. Like the person that you want to be, like you can be. Like I honestly see it for you. Like you know that time. I don't know. You probably don't remember. It's a million people get on here, but there was a live where you was like, "I'm gonna show y'all. I'm putting on for the community. I'm gonna show y'all who I'm gonna be." Da 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 da. And I don't see the vision with the kingdom shit, but I see you. Like I see you making it. But it's really gonna take some tuning.
He agrees with you, but like, he's not gonna drop his mission for that.
He is. Because
No,
once he sees, oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, Olivia. Once he sees that the battle is with himself, and that is not going to be you that's going to do it, that is going to be him, he's going to leave your ass, and he's going to do it. You not going to leave. See, I know that. And I keep telling y'all I was going to go. I told y'all Shanice was going to leave. He going to leave.
Everyone fights battles, love, but at the end of the day, this is a mission that's been placed in him, and he's not going to sit here and convince you guys of the mission. You guys don't have to understand it, but it's going to be done, period.
We understand it. We understand the mission. It's just like we understood it when Shanice was here. We've been watching and supporting and entertaining. So what we gonna keep doing? Watching and supporting and entertaining while everybody come and go, and you sit your ass right there till he get ready to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
You must like donuts, huh?
No, that's the girl on TikTok. That's the girl on TikTok.
No, it's okay. You like
saying
donuts.
sprinkle, sprinkle. Listen. Blessings to both of y'all. I really hope that both of y'all lives play out. I think that both of y'all are going to be very successful. I just don't think that y'all ain't gonna do it together. Someone said sorrows, prayers.
So tell me why you think me and Olivia are not gonna do it together.
Okay, I think that, and this is not to take away from Olivia, because I think that Olivia is very smart. I think that she's beautiful. I just think that y'all are going to grow into two different people. I think that once you grow into the man that you are capable of being, I think that it's going to take a strong woman to stand by a man like that. And the fact that Olivia is willing to be here now while you are this man that you are says a lot about her strength as a woman, and that may change as she grows older and as she goes through life. I don't know, but I just don't see it. Honestly, in the relationship, I seen more of a relationship with you and Shanice, but I think that Shanice was just sticking around, just waiting on you to see her and see that, hey, I love you, I'm willing to, and I think you're just so blinded by this polygamous thing and ruling the world that you missed it.
Yeah, I would agree with that to a sense. I definitely don't think that I made.
I'm not gonna cry, y'all. I'm just a real passionate person. What you
And,
think?
I definitely think I did a bad job. I know I did a bad job.
I don't think you did a bad job,
But
because
you let
this
me
is
speak. Come on, man. Like, dang. Can I get a word in?
Go ahead.
Sheesh. All right. So I definitely think I did a bad job. I know I did a bad job when it came to letting Shanice understand her importance to me in my life. And, I fumbled the bag on that one. But comes with the territory.